Hi everybody, Flash Crow here from Old Man Gaming Down Under. Welcome back to the valley. Well, I've got my little house. Let's see, what do I need to do? I'm supposed to talk to Dobraniga. I didn't catch any rabbits, a bit unfortunate. Well, I suppose I should go back to Gostovia. I've got to hunt a wild animal as well though and survive for a season. But that's okay, I've got time to do that. My big thing is I don't want to get attacked by the bandits again. Might just stay close to the water's edge. And keep running. I'll see you in Gostovia. New building unlocked, kitchen. And I got some skills. I was just making some knives, which I've noticed are actually not worth as much as they used to be once upon a time. Crafting knowledge, let's increase that. So we get it at a faster rate. Good. I also need to get some more sticks because I might as well try and make some knives even though they're not worth hardly anything. I've got a lot of stone, so I'm nearly at Gostovia. I'll still see you in there. Unless something else happens, of course. Well, good old Racimir is complaining about being hungry, which I don't blame him. I've got some more skills. I can get my insensitive up to level 3, which is very good. So, yes. Let's make some more knives. Again, they're not worth much, but all the money we can get is worthwhile to some extent, I suppose. Can't remember, does Dobraniga feed me? Can't remember. Oh, new level of production. New buildings unlocked, a sewing hut.
Seems I forgot about food.
No, you haven't forgotten about food. No, you haven't. Look, you're going to go in here, you're going to talk to her, but you're going to see if she can give you something to eat.
Place can make all the difference in the world.
Hey, Dobra. Hello, what can I help you with? No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to buy food off you. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to... Oh, I can't. Hi, you're Dobraniga, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Racimir. Oh, that's right. Nice to meet you too, Racimir. What brings you to me? Uniegost told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you. But I can offer you something warm and filling. People from Hornitsa sometimes look down upon us. That sounds more than amazing. I wonder how long
they would manage without our
There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you... I sound like one of the women in Life of Brian. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say really. I just arrived at the valley looking for my Uncle Gordon. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest.
A little bit of courage.
Oh yes, he was Uniegost's friend. I remember now. Hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay, I don't even remember him really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to him, her big brother. Loved him furiously, even when he stopped visiting. What people did, from what I heard, there was something special about him. Yes, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is an architect of his own future. Thank you for saying that. is what I needed to hear. But let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? You better hurry up, finish talking, otherwise you're going to starve. I was part of a travelling band of troubadours. I never managed to learn how to play an instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing.
I wonder how long they would manage.
Our travels brought us to the valley, not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Uniegost for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Uniegost's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference.
And we were talking
Your age 32. I didn't. No, I have. No, sorry. No, not really. What are you implying? That I look old? Nothing of the sort. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness, or stupidity. Poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you
I don't
like.
get why
You fell
some
hard
people
for
don't like the smell
the
of
grandpa with sad
I could
eyes.
eat them all the time.
And you know
Hey,
it.
Hand me a fish wine,
I did.
and I'll give that a try.
He annoys me
Nothing is
sometimes like
true.
nobody else.
Everything is permitted.
Yet I can't imagine breathing without him now. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking to you, Deborah
There
Niga.
was a man in Borovo
Every second
who
of it.
didn't trust bridges. So he always
Yeah,
preferred to
I know
swim
it's
here,
not much,
across
but
the
it will come in
river.
handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for a charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on. Don't try and be a hero. Men, all right. Do something for me then. It won't be a handout, just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need?
In Gostovia,
There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jeruguniwa. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to the people when we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Uniegost asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case... Gave me more. Right. Yes,
Seems I
reputation.
forgot about food.
Yeah, well,
Again.
hopefully she really did give me food, so let me have a look. Feed. Dried meat, 20. Boy. Eat it, baby. See, you were whinging about nothing, mate. Shall I sell her the knives? No, it doesn't seem right to do it now. Right, so now... Deliver to Uniegost, oat ale times 2. Is it just over there? Do I want to do this now? Well, I've eaten. Yeah, why not? Uniegost. Here we go. Racimir! Hey, Uniegost, you're looking at the proud house owner from the valley, and I'm back bearing beers.
At last, we can eat something
A job well done indeed. All right. Let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend. A brother, actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jellenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still, it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care
The
of my
king is a
own.
king. As long as he doesn't poke his nose into my business,
I don't poke my nose into his.
Very good idea. Good rules to live by, mate. So I did, doing the only thing I could do, stealing. You were a thief? I was, and bloody good one, if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from under your fork, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at Jellenberg. It always brought up a whole bunch of outsiders to town. We can imagine, no, you can imagine, what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry,
when nature comes back to life.
A pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in a crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and discover like always, and disappear like always, and then, wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding. I could barely see straight. And do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No. A smile. A big, radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out and helped me get up and offered me a beer. Just like that? Just like that. I don't get it. That's how Lord Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man I'd ever known. Hands down, he could see the world like nobody else. Predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at that moment. So we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was a day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care though. In a matter of seconds, he was sitting at the table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Jellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest.
My favorite
especially
times
with
of the
me.
year are the parties between
Still
seasons.
being dazed
Good
after
thing
the punch,
that only selected
I was still
people
sure
are
he was a
invited to
nobleman.
those.
His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged the beer like it was a race, wiped the face with a sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that. Or even like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. Ha 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 ha. You see, Racimir, your uncle was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with 2 armed guards at the sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, or try to pick the lock. But Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in, and demands the door be opened. Yeah, you were right. That all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan than me, than everybody in the pack. Wait, the pack? Oh dear, Racimir. There's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you can't just leave me hanging like that. All right, I'm going to tell you a bit more. No, please don't. After that beer we had a couple more. Then, some mead, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions, started making some drunken, absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are
People
you
from
kidding?
Hornica sometimes look down upon us. I wonder how long they would manage without our food.
Yeah, I don't know, lady. Are you kidding? It was the first time I've even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high, it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then, the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Needless to say, I left Jellenberg with him that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born. And 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow. We'll talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Uniegost, for everything. Wait for the next day. So I have to come back again? Hunt a wild animal.
I know the fields. Now multiply by the settlers.
Yeah, go back. Yeah, I don't want to listen to him.
Damn. Am I too
Right, well...
demanding?
do I go all the way home or do I just go outside the village and make a campfire? I think I'll just go outside the village and make a campfire because it's gonna... I don't have to go past bandits then, hopefully. Yes, that's a good idea. Good night's rest. Should I get a drink? Might as well. It's only down a little bit, but won't hurt to have a drink. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's new. You, that didn't used to be there in the old one. Well, in the older map version. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't know what I'm saying. Come on, take it. Just take it. Anything else? No, can't. Take a seat. Nothing in there. No. Oh well. Can I get these? No. Well, very good. Very good indeed. I'm gonna have to hunt that animal soon because I'll have to do it this. Is it this season? I need to. Oh, I've got more skills. Jeez. Sewing, cooking, handyman. Slave wolves lower firewood consumption. Yeah, let's do that. So I don't forget to do it later. Technology. Yeah, we're getting a few things unlocked. That's good. Right. No doubt I have to see Uniegost again.
Ah!
Sorry, madam.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, g'day, Uni. Hello, Racimir. Are you getting settled? Well, I had to sleep outside last night. The valley is treating me nicely so far. That's wonderful, Racimir. But you come at a poor time. My duties as castellan await me. Of course, I understand. Is everything all right? Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. There's been a murder. Oh my. I thought things like that don't happen here too often. Well, because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question a witness. And I honestly don't know what to expect. Remember, everybody lies. I've actually met a limp medic once that used to say that a lot. Medic that couldn't heal himself. I'm sure he was great at his job. Jokes aside, Racimir, that's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share my stories with you at the moment.
Finally,
but
the winter's over.
I believe there is someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us. The pack, I mean. Are you serious? And I live here in the valley? No? And he lives here in the valley? That's right. All of them do, actually. What are they doing behind me? Yeah, that's right. All of them do, actually. Here, I've marked Sambor's house on your map. You should pay him a visit. Great, I'll go there right away. But beware, calling Sambor a friend is like calling being stung by a bee right on the tip of your manhood pleasant. I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was part of the reminders after all. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be on my way then. Well, I'm not going to go and talk to Sambor because I don't have any weapons for one thing. So that can wait. If I go to here, the journal. Oh, Racimir, Uniegost's charming wife. Oh, that's right. I've got to try and do that. Survivalist. So I've got... How long do I have for that? Or is that just something I have to do at some stage? Well, I've got to survive for a season, so obviously I've got to... Well, I would imagine I've got to hunt a wild animal this season as well. So that's really my priority. But I want to hunt a wild animal that's not going to try and kill me, so it's going to have to be a deer. a map. Go to animals. Wild. Oh, I haven't uncovered any. No, I especially haven't uncovered deer. But let me think. Well, they're going to be out this way. The only place I know where there's deer for sure is really out past the bandits again. I think there's something after me again. Is it anymore? Oh, gee. What's here? Rot. I don't really want rot. I know I picked some up before, but I don't really want it. I'll have that torch. I'll have that copper spear. Right, now there was a deer in here. Go there. Yeah. No, don't do that. Oh, jeez Louise. Look at that, wreck everything. Oh, that was a wolf. Jeez. I'm just going to turn up the music a bit because I can hardly hear when it's dangerous. Right. I mean, I don't want it really loud, but I don't want it so quiet that I can't hear it. Right. Let's see if we can sneak up on one of these buggers. I must be getting close to the end of the video. Well, does that mean the hunting's not as easy as it used to be? In the valley? There's going to be a fair bit of drop on this. Well, neither one of them stuck in him. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Well, I got him, but blood, but come on, how many times do I have to hit him? More blood.
Well, I'm dying of thirst.
You're not dying of thirst. You're exaggerating with what you're doing. And I'm having no luck here whatsoever. That was... Oh, did that... A wild animal? I've got it. So did it die? It must have died. One of them. It didn't get me any food, but at least I hunted it.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, we're gonna have a drink, mate. Right, well, you've got something to eat because you've got that left over. Eat that. Oh, you idiot, you shouldn't have done that. It's the end of the season, you would have been all fixed up nicely. Well, let's go back home and we'll call it a video. Home sweet gnome. Ah, here we go. Collect. And arm. Very good. I won't cook it because, again, it's the end of the season. So, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. And, of course, good night, John Boy. Quest completed. Survivalist. Okay, see ya. Oh, good morning, my neighbour. I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, new level diplomacy. I'll still see you next time.